Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode from the Realm of Vasten. I am joined by Trempeon and Swan.
Hello.
We are neighbors. We are neighbors in districts, and I thought today we should get on and we should talk and we should discuss sort of how our districts line up and how that's going to go. Also, side note, I'm recording this episode before the last episode comes out, so I ask sort of a poll question for you guys to pick the next build. So it's not going to be this video, but it'll be the next one. This is episode 10. For me, it'll be episode 11. So if you're on my playlist, now I understand Swan's recording as well. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's cool. Just come along for the ride. So where are you guys at? Oh,
right next
I see you. Okay, cool. And Trempeon, are you on your way over?
I lost Swan.
Okay, just go along. Do you know where all?
Oh wait! I see you guys.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, through the mountain. Okay.
Top of the mountain.
All right. So, guys, this is the border, I believe, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
All right. And is that Pride's over there?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Price district.
So, are you guys still building houses in your district?
Oh yes.
Yeah, as of now.
Okay. So, what are you thinking for this area? And sort of have you put any thought into that yet?
Not really.
My initial concern is a road, is sort of getting a road that goes, well, from my district to like the storage area. Because just for me, like that would be a lot easier than jumping over all this stuff. It'd be really nice to just have a road. So, as far as this hill goes, we have a few decisions that we can make with this hill. My initial thought is leave it. I don't like to flatten terrain in general. I like to leave the terrain because I think it lets you be more creative and stuff. Have you guys, I know you haven't really been over here, but any thoughts on leaving it versus tearing it down?
I would much rather leave it.
Tremp, you down with that?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm thinking, and tell me if you think that I'm crazy, is that you guys build like stuff up there, like houses and stuff like that, and then what I'll do is I'll build really tall towers around it, and then we can put bridges going from your area into my towers. Yeah?
That is actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it would be a nice way because you could just go upstairs within the towers to get up there for one thing, and for another thing, I like adding sort of vertical depth to worlds, So like I think that would, instead of just front to back, that would give us something really high, So as high as you want to build your places, I'll build my towers just as high, and then we can build like sort of suspended bridges going out in different directions. And what I'm thinking for up there is maybe we could make that like the enchanting area of like our place. And maybe like make all of the towers in my area around it are like libraries and books and sort of, I don't know what you would say, like monsters nearby. What? Like education sort of things. Are you kidding? There must be a underground area or something. I can't sleep. So I'm thinking my towers are all like sort of the books and stuff like that, and then up in the top we'll have like a big magical sort of maybe even open air enchanting type of situation. Maybe we could do it together.
Yeah, great idea.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
Unless
it's almost centered too. If it was an enchanting area.
I actually haven't been up there, and of course I don't have any pearls. Do you guys have any pearls?
This is pearl in the Trent. All right, here you go. I pearled right into the back of his head.
Wait. Oh, wait, you all the pearls? Behind you.
There's one on the ground there. Oh yeah, this would be a really nice area. It's a nice overlook. We could put like a. I'm almost thinking like a Stonehenge almost sort of situation with an enchanting table right in the middle.
That'd be kind of cool.
Right? It'd be, I mean, I know we have an enchanting table, but I'm always looking for like excuses to make something really cool. Or looking at this one that overlooks the crater, maybe this is the better place. Oh, this might, or we could put a tower up here. This, I believe, falls in your district, technically.
Yes.
We could put a Dwarven tower if you want. Like, connect the Dwarven ruins and make a Dwarven tower, so it's kind of like an overlook.
Yeah, honestly, I think a tower would do really good. right here in this spot.
I kind of do too. So maybe like a tower here, and then do like a sort of magic sort of thing over here, maybe, and that could be enchanted. Even if you guys know redstone, Swan, I know you know redstone.
Yes.
We could even do like bookshelves that raise out of the ground to make the build look a little bit cooler, something like that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool actually, especially if it was set up to where it's like you step on a pressure plate or you hit a tripwire or something, and then as soon as you walk in, it just triggers all of them to come up.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to work on something like that? I'm kind of inspired to lay out some sort of thing here. Let's break, go get some materials, and then meet back here. Does that sound cool?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're thinking is we were going to use terracotta to do some colorful stuff, but we don't have any. So instead of walk back to the old world, which is about a 30-minute walk or so, I think instead we're going to use stone and call it as if it was part of the ancient Dwarven ruins, because like Swan just pointed out, it's like kind of the same age of a enchanting sort of situation. So let's load up with stone brick, cobble, all that kind of stuff, and we'll head back over there and see what we can do.
Ooh.
Do you guys have any cracked stone brick by any chance?
I do not.
Me either.
You know, andesite might be a good choice, or also diorite. Oh, and stone slabs too. Okay.
How is this even possible?
Okay, I got a bunch of stuff. Get a bunch of stuff, and we'll meet you back over there. Okay,
right.
So we're back up here. Swan's in a boat. Swan's so close to suffocating constantly here on this block because he can't stop himself from trying to go through the block on the boat. I wish that I could use player collision to trap you in the boat somehow. Anyway, so here's what we're thinking. We're thinking this is going to be the enchanting table. And then my thought is, we might as well, I was going to dig down, but we might as well just build on top because this whole thing is going to have to turn into white sand. Just this mountain alone is a huge project. But
Whoa.
I don't know, like build up there like that. And then, so we were thinking then somebody, definitely Swan probably, is going to do some redstone work to make bookcases rise out of the ground. Something like that. That's not me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely not me. So guys, here's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking do like a pattern like this. And then even something kind of like, you know, like just kind of make sort of like pattern of different colored stuff. Like I brought these stones, so maybe, you know, something like this.
What stone is it?
That's diorite, or no wait, that's andesite. That's like polished andesite, polished diorite, regular stone. I mean, I just brought random everything I could find, you know. I mean, something like this seemed like a, you know, seemed like a good sort of good looking plan.
Yeah.
Or is this not what we're thinking? I feel like
That doesn't look that bad.
I mean, bigger, you know, we'll keep sort of expanding out. But here's what I'm kind of thinking, do this. And make it a circle, like maybe a fairly large circle, like maybe out to like, I don't know, like here or something, like around. Obviously, we're going to have to do some landscaping because this mountain is going to maybe I want to do an overhang I love mountains with overhangs. I think they're much better. Hey, Tremp, don't fall with your 0 deaths. Oops. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button.
As you say that, I fell.
And you live, though. You live. That's the drag.
Well, yeah, I got feather falling on my boots.
I need you to catch up here because I'm a little embarrassed of being the second lowest. Right now, Monk has 8 deaths, so I'm at least not the worst. So I'm thinking do this, build an overhang down here. Now, we are standing firmly in their district, but we're thinking about combining this maybe with the Dwarven ruins. You know, we could even do a bridge over. How would that feel? Like a bridge from the top of, like, it's almost the same height.
Great.
Oh, what about a bridge to this area, to this, like, right, it's like perfect. It's right there. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, I was actually thinking that earlier when we were first talking about the tower to go over here. It wouldn't be too bad.
It's like the perfect height. We can just build a bridge straight across and
it's open here.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice too, actually. It'd be nice to it'd be a nice view. Like if you're anywhere else in the crater and you look over here, I like really like tall things sticking up, you know? So I think that would be a cool look. By the way, I did that white sand on there. It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like that much. That's a lot of white sand. That was like 4 stacks.
Well, I know. I went through, I think, what was it? Almost 12 stacks of the white sand over there in in our area. That was a lot of placement.
So okay, so why don't we divide some responsibilities here, and that way we can cut and come back with a beautiful something to look at. I'm thinking I'll do the bridge from there if that's cool, since I already did that and I kind of have the style down.
All right.
Someone else, maybe Tremp, do you want to do this sort of circular design area? And Swan, do you want to work on like redstone? Do we have enough stuff to even do that?
We should. I don't see why we shouldn't.
And I know we have enough bookcases because I know there's bookcases still from the original, whatever you call that thing, the fortress down below
dungeon.
there. Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, cool. Well, let's get to work. Let's get to work. I'm gonna go get some materials and get building, and then we'll come back with the most beautiful build that you've ever seen, or at least a build. All right. So we've done some stuff, and we're joined by the Great Triceratops, who came over to just see what we're doing. Let me show you here. This is, I was just telling Tremp, who's working on this area. This is like what I love so much about multiplayer. I had sort of a Stonehenge sort of thing in mind. This is not it, but I love this. It's really cool, and it works. It's really fun seeing someone else's. We just sort of talk in very vague terms, and this is what came to his mind, and it's awesome. Yeah, I really like it. In fact, actually, Tremp, maybe we should do a second ring on the outside. Even bigger. Just keep expanding it. I think that could be really cool. Really make it look like it's grand.
Then I need to make the overhang a bit bigger.
Yeah, right on. And then actually, we could even put houses.
Do some cobblestone room things down there.
Yeah, perfect. That would be awesome.
Do we have another enchanting table?
Ooh,
No.
that's nice.
No, but Swan is working on this magic. Let's see. Oh yes, this is. It's such a good feeling to do redstone like I just did. I mean, I just stepped on the pad. That's so cool. So cool. Yeah. So you just walk up here, do this. The magic of enchanting will be yours, and then you walk out, and boom. That's fantastic. Fantastic. And what I'm working on over here is another tower. So there's a few reasons why we want this tower. And again, I'm going to build the whole thing and then we're going to ruin it after, because I think that's the best way to go about something like this. But so there's a few reasons why we want a tower here. For one thing, it's going to look aesthetically. It's going to be real. It's going to look really cool. Like it's going to be looking over the crater because it'll go fairly high. For another thing, it'll be a way to get from down there to up here. And then another thing that I think we're going to do is we're going to build some. Well, I'm going to build because my district sort of ends or goes. Well, let me just. I'll just bring you. Come on, come with me, my friends. My district is right there, that cobblestone wall on the other side. We're currently in Swan and Tremp's district, so I'm going to build towers up here, like sandstone towers, like new ones, kind of like those over there. And then you'll walk up that and across little bridges. So we'll have a lot of bridges connecting this area, but. Guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about that's the only way to get up here? Like we'll make the mountain really steep, so you can't actually like walk up it.
That actually sounds like that could work. It'd give it more interest to it. You have to go through that.
I think so too. As of now, you can just walk like just kind of this way. So we could just maybe shear off these cliffs. Well, maybe you can't walk this way. I don't know. Yeah, okay, you could walk up here. So just shear off these cliffs, make them even overhangs there. So make this whole area like a mesa looking white sand something. Yeah, this is awesome. I really like it. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on building, and we'll come back. All right, I'm back. Trempeon had to go, so I want to show you what. He worked out, and it's fantastic. It's really nice. It's kind of like a really broken. Okay, wait a second. This thing's We'll just get rid of that one. It was just floating in the air. It's like a really broken medieval dwarven Stonehenge. I have a couple thoughts. First, I really like it. I really like it a lot. I think it works really well. I think maybe we can just come in and just touch up this. I don't like, but that's so easily fixable. I don't love when like sand is floating on top of a block that is heavier, you know. I think that sort of takes you out of it just a little bit. So just a little mini fix there, a little mini fix like maybe just here, just on the edge blocks like here again, or you could add, the other way you could do is add 2 sand right there. But yeah, I think it looks really good. And Swan worked out the redstone. The redstone works like this. Okay, that was some sort of weird lag or something. I'm getting such weird lag. It worked perfectly before home. I swear that's not how it worked before. I don't know if it's like a render thing, because before they were like just like that. But I don't know. Now it's not doing it now. It's weird. I mean, it still works. It works great, but this is not how it should have worked. I don't know if that's just. I'll ask one about it here in a few. But separately, I got the tower built, and this is just the guts. It's just the guts of the Dwarven ruins. The bridge is connected, but again, it's not detailed at all yet. That is a project for probably another time. But we have this area, and this is going to be really cool, especially once we, I think, expand out and add maybe some like obelisks sitting up. Is kind of my thought, like even just something like this, you know, like let me see just how this would look. Something, I'm not even going to detail it because I don't have any like granite and andesite and diorite and all that kind of stuff on me, but just something kind of like, oh, I wonder if I have any, well, this is going to be kind of weird, but I'll just do wall. I don't have any stairs, unfortunately, but, and then we'll just add walls. Can I do this? No, I can't. Something kind of like this. And some of them will be completely freestanding. Some will just like be like half broken. Some maybe even tipped over. You know, some stuff like that. Maybe not quite so pointy. Maybe not so pointy. But that's just an idea. Just an idea that we're going to work out. But this tower needs to be ruined. But there's a problem with it. And let me do this. Let me go game mode, because I was taking a look at this earlier, because it didn't feel quite right to me. Now I know it's not detailed. I know it's not ruined yet. Those things will help a lot. But if it doesn't look good now, it's not going to look good when it's detailed or ruined, because there's a problem with it. And the problem is not the shape. I thought the shape was a problem before, but the more I look at it, I don't think that's a problem. I think, wait a second, is the dome right? From where I was seeing, it looked like it was like kind of oblong, but I think it's okay. And again, that'll look better when it's ruined, but for right now, I want to work on. The problem is that there's nothing in front of it, and that's what I want to work on next. So looking at this, I think what I need to do is I need to build something here that is going to connect to that. So let's come out and build a little shape here. Oops, that was weird. Let's build a little shape here, just kind of something like this, and I'll build the land up around this, but I think we can get kind of an idea here. Something like that, maybe like something here. And how about I think this could work. Bob, we'll go right up to the crater. Oh, this is gonna actually fit perfectly for where I'm thinking. And then I think what we'll do is we'll build this again and then make the crater in a little bit, but then let's come over here and come down here and something like that. So that's that. Oh, am I out? I am. Okay. Just enough to finish this little demo. Let's see here. Okay. Then we'll do this, and yeah, that should be good. Let's take a look at this. I think it's going to work really well. And then what we'll do after I build this building, then I'll break it where the crater would have broken it, because from the explosion, and I will ruin it too. But I got to build this thing first. So Now, normally what I would do is I would build sort of out of cobblestone, kind of like that. But because this is in front of cobblestone, I'm probably going to build this mostly out of stone and then really just ruin the crap out of this. Because I'm thinking that this house would have taken the brunt of the explosion. So maybe it should be a little bit more ruined. Something like that. Okay, let's take a look at that from over here. And just imagine that that little house area comes. Oh, that's going to be good. That's going to be really good. Oh, I like it a lot. Imagining that that's almost as tall as like the bottom third of the tower. So look, I thought that I would get this done quickly. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. I'm going to build this house, and I am going to detail this tower, and then we'll come back and close up shop. I'm going to need to do something over here, but we can do that later. Well, welcome back. It has been a day, 2 days maybe even, since we did this, and let me show you the work that we've done. So Trempeon built this awesome, like, sort of ruined ancient Stonehenge sort of situation here. It's really super cool. Ignore that obelisk. That was a test build for possibly future ideas of what we're going to do with this little mountain here. Oh, crap. It's almost nighttime. I don't have a bed here, but that's okay. And Swan did some redstone, and check it out. And there we go. Now, unfortunately, I'm getting a little bit of either server lag or block lag or render lag or something on my computer, so they don't come up. But what should happen, and what happened before, and I don't know why it doesn't happen now, is that they fire and then when you get off. It's super cool. Maybe I showed this already on video, but again, I recorded 2 days ago. So I don't remember. So if you saw it twice, sorry about that. So let's see what else. So, oh yeah, I built that tower. I built another tower. Now look, when I built this tower, it looked way too big and too stupid. But I think adding leaves, I've been farming leaves. Look how many leaves. I've been farming leaves a lot. Acacia leaves. I think it gives a nice look in the desert with the color change there. I think it works really well. But with this little bridge, which is actually, you can see it's like I broke it, so it's not completely connected, and I think that works pretty well. With the ruined dome, I'm going to go spectator mode and let you actually really take a look around, because I think it's a pretty solid build as far as it goes for a ruined tower of the Dwarven kingdom, but the ruined Dwarven embassy rather. Yeah, and then so what happened? You know what? I'll just show you now because I've been taking screenshots. So here's the new tower. The new tower looked pretty bad, but then you add this house on the bottom of it, like I talked about, and all of a sudden you get a little bit of depth. All of a sudden the whole thing makes sense, and I think that it really completes the Dwarven ruins there. I think it's pretty solid. I think the only other thing that I might do is take from this tower over here, maybe do like a bridge that goes into the extreme hills, something like that. But that'll be down the road. I think the next thing to do is probably going to be a lot of white sand. That's probably going to be the next thing to do in this area, because then we can build on top of it and have a good just have a good sense of what things are going to look like. Because I did replace some of it over here, down here, and look at what a difference it is. I did replace that, but that's here. This is what I'm talking about. Look at what a difference this is. Just with some of the white sand. I didn't even do all of it, but just with some of it replaced, I think, wow, I just think it makes a really big difference on what we're going for. I mean, you might not love it, but it's definitely different, and that's sort of the idea of what we're going for. So while I'm in spectator mode, let me just take a look around here, and this is our little district. It's really coming along. It's really coming along now. The votes are in. The votes are in on the video where I asked you guys to choose either a cathedral or an end temple. The votes are not an end temple. I'm sorry, a cathedral or a palace. The votes were extremely clear. So palace has it. So we're going to be starting a palace. And here's where I'm looking at starting it. Right here, right on this piece of land right here. I think it's a nice size for a palace. I might incorporate the river, incorporate the racetrack maybe, but I like that it's going to be right along the main road leading to this area. But I like this. Like, if you're going along the road, you look over here and you're like, oh wow, that's a whole kingdom. That's a whole kingdom right there. So So yes, I think that's where we're headed next. You know, Oh, I forgot about this. I'll finish this. I forgot that I had even started that. So I think that's where we're headed next. Monk and I had talked about doing a sheep farm, but I think maybe I'll use the sheep farm as a palace break. So that's it for me. That's it for me anyway. I think that a lot of good stuff happened this episode. These big builds, I was just talking to Pride a few minutes ago. These big builds, it's tough to squeeze them in an episode because that's a lot of hours over the course of a few days built. But you know, I think it works. I think it works. And yeah, I'm so happy you guys came by. So don't forget to check out my friends, subscribe to everyone. And, you know, leave comments. The comments I got in the last video where I was asking for suggestions or a vote it was nice. It was nice to see a little bit of interaction. So leave comments. Tell people what you think. Good or bad, you know, just it's a community. It's not just one person's monologue. Anyway, I love you guys. Talk to you later.